everybody. Part 5 and jazzing up grammar. How to present grammar communicatively. This time we'll talk about elicitation through concept questions or CCQs, concept checking questions. The strategy used is called elicitation. The simplest way to think about how to formulate elicitation is to think about function with a couple of questions and then focus on form after ensuring that students are clear about the function. The presentation of the target language, a listening or text, should contain clear examples of the form, avoiding exceptional uses, and including the structure you want students to recognize. After being clear about the function, ask students what they think it is that shows this function in the presented language. So first, you should select your text, whether it is written or listening material, okay? That this text or this listening material include examples of the form, the main form of the tense or the verb or the target rule, okay? Then prepare your questions to ask students about certain points in the sentences. These questions will help students to elicit the rule, elicit the form, elicit the use of the target rule. Let's take an example. For example, suppose that the target language is giving advice using should. The example dialogue will contain clear examples. After students are exposed to the language and perhaps given some other warm-up task to do with the listening or text for the first exposure, the function can be elicited. Let's say this question, is John giving an order? Okay. Is John giving advice? So the answers for this question is yes or no. Then elicit form. We can elicit the form of the rule of should when giving advice. Yes, he's giving advice. How do you know? What words tell us that this is advice? Yes, should. Very good. What about the main verb after should? How does it look? Yes, the main verb is in base form. So you elicit these answers from students. They notice the material or the text you show to them. Then you ask questions. The answers of students will form the rule at the end of the lesson. Elicitation of form will often overlap with systematization, summary of the function, and structure on the board. In case, like the should example above, where base form is one element of the form, you will want to make sure that there is a clear example of third person singular so that it becomes clear that what students are seeing is base form and not present simple. So you should say, he should eat healthier food and or versus he eats healthy food. So there's a difference between the verb eat here and the verb eats here, as the second sentence is present simple, but the first one is giving advice using should. Should is followed by the infinitive or the base form of the verb. So when applying elicitation, this helps a lot students to conclude the rule themselves, and also he used communication skills and listening or reading or writing skills. So here the elicitation can make some sort of integration among skills and systems of the language like grammar. Thank you very much and see you next video and jazzing up grammar.